Transformations. We transform ourselves to transform people. Hi there. Today, Nana Ayebiafo Jnana talks about why you should be careful about sleeping with multiple women. Keep watching.
My name say what is more be something hook up.
Yeah.
It is very prevalent on the system now.
App crowd.
Hook up na po. And they mean but what I know is on social media no.
Okay.
When I'm was a video be bad no match number ni hook up is common our system no. Na amount for what they do ni say or your ba the other first finish when say no ma polish no. You know, all me gina bantain na obi hu no. Ti online we get a number don na share no mo twa from that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Na ebinum so hu say there are apart from so any be man that na one man sika bi no. There are many things obit my yenye fast hard no. Enye sika wo.
You bit said.
For instance, dodo na ne mema ni share. Omutimo for mo sperm no koton.
Oh.
Yes. And the Indian person is uncommon because a idea a cost kesi. And the amana be here and say, Omo the back becomes some friend say a house party.
Okay.
No, according to the information I'm getting, no personally, me any personal experience, but information you gather and say, Omo tum koko G obi fee the any Airbnb ibi. Nti Omo G I be a ma be a 10, mema be a 10. Omo kwa ndi obi timi ne mema ni nyina de hia. Omo ye no motu okande omo ya ne so omo nom san ho na omo ye hyehyɛ nom ni omo ni wi nom na omo nom omo jo money. I mean that's the meaning. Na man no do na so take advantage. The men don't know. Nti oni we da ni nyina no na say condom bi no mo use ya na omo hya say pack e de boa no. And I know enkrofo be ya almost scamming omo ye no. They need some of this kind of energies to be able to confuse people. So the friends are more hypnotize you.
Okay.
Now, many of times, no more use some of these things. Nti no what say AB or no ye hook up. Why do you say enjoyment? But the thing say or no party be free. What the end with day no. They use this semen. Now, or more they rituals. And this ritual, what happens and say we as will be ne dia nature at the amano.
Okay.
And into no. Say obi pese obre wase a say onya ho bibia obetimi dia abre wase obre wase in the sense say ade bi a ewo won something that belongs to you no somehow no mystically the person can grab it or maybe ono bechin. And there are many ways a man for be yes are there until now a man for it depends so much on semen no. What they doing is excuse me, what they doing is onya wo semen na they end up sending this to somebody who is an occultist. A case of occultist, somebody who did no.
So the dark side.
The dark side.
Okay.
So the person can manipulate things. And you might think, say, okay, I just had sex with this person, so I'm done. No. So you see many people now, no. Wo beman. So only your bafu will be a kokoshia. So I'm cast a spell be on your semen, so it affects you, and it goes to who or bafu for now and then after that.
How?
You know, see, here there. And there will be a question be your platform. So now, because the thing I seem said now, no, people are so much interested in sex. Like sex has been around all these years, but now because I acquire so common as a game be nipan fere who be ye who is MC. Oba spiritual understanding more. You have different levels of enjoyment. But the highest in the material world is sex life. Yeah. Until now, people are so much attached to their bodies. People are so much attached to some gratification, some sense of enjoyment. And the highest among all the material sense of enjoyment is sex life. So everybody is going there to seek for that kind of enjoyment. How do you feel?
Yeah.
You enjoy the music, it soaks you down. At times got to the point that you can even shed tears. That's some level of enjoyment. Obi wanna come how the person eats the food, how he enjoys the food. You see, it's a wow, and Obi wanna di asa enjoyment be asa. So it means there were different levels of enjoyment. But in the material sense, the highest among all the material sense enjoyment in air sex life. And everybody is rushing for this. And into mass sex are too much in there. Because before in ancient times, people focus on many other things to derive their enjoyment from. Now people are too lazy. Too lazy say but they focus only on the carnal enjoyment. That's the sex enjoyment. And
Okay.
that's why I very rampant people are just getting involved. No regulation, no control. And into no obana on when you see men. Yade obiato see men. Or not to see men or they whatever ritual office ebe bona manetimi edi. Nti wo na e wo see men na yes ritual no wo so. It gets direct effect on you as a person. Okay? It's also Ebia one day be na wo ni sa hook up girl no koko hia. Ba wo yira nkasa na wo girlfriend kasa wo ne tia normally no fi say me girl ne out ni hia. So when ni hia sa spell na nipa ne ye wo see men so no, it affects you directly and indirectly affect this woman.
It affects semen or the coil, no? And
yes.
Semen are produce.
It is your own semen.
Okay.
So it have connection with you.
Okay.
You see, I don't know how to do this, but the thing is I just say, o perfume will use. I will be what about one champa or nimu perfume will use no. China bia no or baby no or tesa perfume scent will be home pan terminal adjamba.
Yeah.
So this is the case. So it is your own semen that has been used with that kind of spell. So I will direct contact with you as a person. So my video be about masturbation.
Yeah.
Didn't you do be a bit create a lot of problems, you know? There was some elemental forces they feed on semen. Don't forget that semen is life. Until Oko take away friend say the vital energy. Until more kundalini meditation, they will tell you say, Obibi ana person when you kundalini meditation, you must be able to conserve your vital energy, that's your sexual energy. Okay, because when that is stored at the base of your spine, during the Kundalini meditation, you're able to rise. The reason is until say get to the crown chakra, then you can even have a third eye.
Okay.
So the vital energy is in the semen. The obinya with semen, the same way say we semen call ba who say no ba no we do the period take see that etimiye nipa no. That is a whole lot of energy from you. And until now when they use it to perform whatever ritual they want, directly in effect on you. And whoever in your life are wanting to be share wanting to be share sperm, no, that spell indirectly affects those people.
And people are cursed.
It is a serious thing. It is a very serious thing. So if any one of them happens to go and sleep with another person, indirectly it affects that person.
It's a chain.
It's a chain.
It affects you or yes,
the person will benefit from all of you.
Wow.
It's a very serious thing. It is a very, very serious thing. And then with some of the information I may want to, a man is to grab you or no. He knows very well, say, maybe I also know you don't want to use any protection, you don't want to use condom, whatever. Until you want to know she and Tamnan, he rushed the washroom, go and sit down there and everything comes out. Then they can still use it. It's a very serious thing. And I think people have to be very, very careful. Sex is not evil. According to the mystical understanding, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna say, I am sex life, which is not contrary to devotional principles. So it means that when you are ordained to be with somebody, when you meet, that act is not evil. Nyankopon say that sex life is me. So any contrary to religious principles. And into sex is not evil. But when you begin to engage in sex life with so many partners, trust me, you might end up being with somebody and that person will be the cause of great disaster in your life. Especially now, I'll be a pesica, and it's very easy, no? There are many, many cheap ways that people just get one of these things that make them awesome. So people have to be very, very cautious, especially when you move around and you see how a member be known. Now saying, I went to the gym, na member. It's a member now pen a minya call. Now you make information be as a me 3 different phones. So I packed. Until me how I'm a pack here na pay. And I'm going to lady be free many more. I know power. I know power. My country best 8. Until lady free many more. But say lady ne say. And a guy no ba. Guy and until on the right side, lady on the left side. I feel say late guy no or chiako guy inside the hall na nti o motra mechanic akra bi apa me say oni gyo di nkomo less than 1 minute apɛ na guy na yi ne phone o yi ne phone na apɛ na o bo bi aguso it means na o je guy ne number ana papa wo kwa adwuma we ana pa wa so da wo kwa adwuma ko pipie di no your focus in taking ladies number and what find the number we in dem bi or the class and answer the question. Another more some business meeting be or the question. I don't know.
Say no, you no get number.
Yes. Then why you find a wage number to you could do fear. Then let's end and say wouldn't the become pop. See how people are seeing sex to be so loose, no. You're very careful because from sex a lot of things can happen. Until I feel that people should know this. When you're a bear man, try a little bit to control your sexual urge. Because one way you through that will be to me the work or two man need him. When you're boss, so you're very careful. Which changes so many partners are. You might not be doing this kind of ritual, but Oboka kushia bema or no yaya bibi say tiano, it might affect you and your descendants. These are very, very serious. It's something we call ancestral cares, or we call it a family covenant, that kind of thing. You know, a circle around some of these things. So yes. We are not saying you should not engage in seeing a man or a woman. The best thing is to get married, and probably if you guys want to meet and have kids, this is what the scriptures, authorizes. But all this girlfriend, boyfriend, everywhere, people keep on moving, especially the ISA hook up on here, People should be very, very careful because some of these things we might not know. You see, it is very unfortunate to say, say no, and important to us anymore. So mo hwe na no na me no modi nko be your platform sana make say nkuru ahodo bi countries ahodo a na eka India ho. As say omo nka ho. Okay, how many? About 12 countries. About me could be was say 5,000 years ago kuru ahina na eka India ho say omo nka ho. About 12 different countries. But say be say Iran some time ago na eka India ho. Who ka say wonye no correct. Afghanistan, Pakistan, Tibet no mu nyina na o keka ho. Until the more na ye be nim na nim de bi o ha na eba be ye say ehia bi but they're very important. Some time ago sex ya dey na is so sacred. Very sacred. The pastor say be man oba be shia enye easy. But I say ya sex be too cheap, too loose. Suggest the enjoyment and nko ade can have you but man for the normal bata ho people must be aware. Na ye very very careful because we your ba otifi. We are very distant, a very chaste woman. You want to be with your husband. You are not ready to mess up with anybody. But here's the case: your man is out there going around, having all these kind of hookup girls around. Otifi or the Bible fata hunina.
Now, what if Obibeka say, "Me pese Obibe use me, nyam pese me use me, sexual energy no, edinya sika, and also no." People
go to the extent of going to sell their even sperm. Not for spiritual purposes, but for be or mopeba. I mean, hospital, yes, say. I mean, some now after some time, no, not
yeah.
I learned this so student where I'm only 3 school fees in order until you know the physical side. But that's one thing. That side, one other negative thing that people don't know. Obibia no by nature. Nyango pon abo say o ma obe wo mo no. Ebi ankora no mubi and a through them and I'll be successful. What do you say? Into a young guy who say, and a woman call you and say you want to go and then give your babies out there. Do come best of 4 or 5 there. Now, man can be a down come or money benam or someone will be. So, what the sign cran Sandy Pana? Then you end up losing in crown on the foundation of your success starting.
Oh, okay.
So, you might think say you are making money for yourself, but today, but it is not like that. So, it's a destiny and wise, will be an more and choose a man. So if you end up giving crowd actually be a or the four, then who do you blame at the end of the day? The baby are near no adding. I want to say, and then maybe Brazil maybe have more war some and back. Some of these things are 80 me a support or mama fee. But one hour you're very careful because you might end up losing something great in your future. Coming to your question, say, Beme be and on also say, or they yes, people do it. But the thing is, many a times, Obibiana, ye do whom so no, you will have some issues. 2. You see that say you will not be able to give birth, and now all baby na obano obey abnormal.
Me tell story be say meaning say no cry. Say omo just sperms no. At times omo in the seas. And in bana e was say onya no. Eno no omo epoase omo ye adwuma ma o. I be ma osika no.
No, enyam cry na kokko ye adwuma de tie say there are some elemental forces they feed on souls.
Okay.
So you the souls like the feed of human beings. And I say kusuya. Kusuya, according to Materialism, liquid flesh. And until I kusuya bodia, na nipa na kon yeti munyaw. Okay? So all my life, to get something you must give something. So spiritually, no, to get life, you must give life. Or not to take life, you must offer life. But the entire kusuya, ye de bodia eti munyaw no. Because kusuya no yakoko. Okay? Egg no, a liquid flesh. Nti said obi akọ bosom so na ese akokọ ye twa ne ti obutu butu na se wabutu ana wada aya no. So wo de kusuya akokọ yes ritual na et say wo de akokọ na akokọ ye.
Okay.
Because hu ni se kusuya ne da ho na after 21 days no etimi produce akokọ ba. Nti wo so semen no so no e nipa and produce. And nti no all these elemental forces o feeding on human beings no. They can replace human being with semen.
Okay.
Nti nyese bia for instance bia o semen no akọpọ ase na akọwa akora bi na no say be man kwa semen no eno nko antimi and produce akora. You need a female on, but they feed on that because the energy of a soul is in there. They feed on that. So baka maka story bi da. Say man bi achepa me hwe madwuma asem foforo of me kai pa no frakra New Town. Me kai pa one slim beautiful handsome guy. That time me na me nika this guy can't know them or the young guy. Na hu na wa lenga so obi wu ochina. They according to story obi na de ne buy o. Nti ono say nya obi na kan wo no nanum tom. O say na dwuma na o ye no. Say o yes ask scam na bi. En obi introduce no. Enamu na okonya oba bi a ono no edit last month spiritual being bi. Na according to ono no every day no sa oba figure eba. On any bear sex as many as she wants. The baby baby cry no say the ejaculation na e moja.
Wow.
Like blood. According they making as I check bear 20 something years ago. And when you like this guy said, Daddy, I'm rich, but I can't sleep. Like me who the menye oba ope umpu so then that's so I knew said these spirits they feed on the sperms, and this guy came to confirm that. He came to confirm to us. So yeah, na moja so moja ni tu no moja timi tu ni sa ansa na oja no ko do betimi ada why hete sa after some time before so obenya anwode. So what I'm saying is that these beings they feed on sperms because sperm in itself carry vital energy, and that gives them strength. You make what they say, and you know, wo as a person no say wo what say omi ankasa made me see me na yes you know say at the end of the day a benya effect on you because sperm now what they no energy and these beings we feeding on. So, you know, why will you go and do such a thing? Ti bi nimso mo gisika do tete no omo de amanfo na ye gese bia edru ba bia yes bia wa fa party bi bra ni sa nkwa ne ba. So the whole point is say people might not use their own semen to do this because there will be some repercussions, and until they end up taking from people. The ever say obi abefa wo semen no true be a hook up and as obi a won ne kuku hia wo mpamu abra nipa no wonnim ni ba kon oye na your sperm end up with somebody or yes normal na when you say eba affect you as the person. Okay, and na enya won kon obi bia so also ni be hia no indirectly no the person also get some kind of punishment from this kind of spell I can see with nipa. So this is what I want people to pay attention. There are many other things as time goes yedi hun komo no it will come about. The whole point is that people should be very careful. They should try to control their sexual urge because people are taking advantage of the uncontrolled nature of how people want to have sex, and almost manipulate it. Normal. At the end of the day, you end up putting yourself in some problem. And it's easy for you to be able to safeguard yourself.
Now, me can say, spirits, almost sika, and as almost sperms now, and almost physical ma and answer them. But
you see, the attorney says, see, a young fan say, you're a young guy, you don't have any money, right? So you go out there, you meet a man who is well to do. And in this our country, when we say be money, be man share muno yade adibi sumade. Like nobody will come out there boldly to say me or be man that. Unless someone will be yes sir. But a lot of great men are almost yebi. They be share we a nice guy or wasam or how they we out here no betin we be sir. Na ofro. So wasam tibrefi na okoho ba ko mi miensa. He is having money. See, I did not hear how be your man and say be a man say be only what you be done at the bino. Now he start pumping money for you. The boy now one can make a deal with where they are fed out to Mukotoka. What you see, what you ABC, they were Branham to me. Until Nipa now, 1 year, I didn't know what it can be, no almost it can be.
Okay.
So these spirits are or more here, this energies, they have everything in abundance. This is Ghana, they can give you fame, they can give you, they have it.
Okay.
They have ways and means of doing it. They have a ways and means that you will get money. What do I say? They wouldn't be, and of course you'll be, and I need the man, the warrior money penalty. The person makes you rich within a short time, we a millionaire who seek out the idea because they will be on the amount. Then you unya de be the free while and no one money to the sick onion. It's me. Meaning to what say there, the whole world. A man for the door now, may very powerful party and crowd memo money, madam, money or mad. Until they very easy for any one single individual to control them. No, they are very powerful. The reason is say bear money, bear machia, Cobano bani share, it tend to a baby. But bear money, bear machia doesn't tend to a baby, so the semen become food for these elemental forces. So those who are the main people in this act, they get benefit by engaging this act.
Okay.
The one now acquire third person now they're making use of you, you end up suffering and suffering, but they will be making money from the beginning. No, sika no munya no memo be a baby do baby no na ba your idea na ba your many things. So the whole point is say yes, these spirit beings when they feed on this cement, whatever munya free no, they give something in return. So they can get it again and again and again. The name say no. And yeah, one will be na alpha or yes, and in the early, if there's any spell, negative spell there, it affects you, and you take it and you track it down to anybody I want in the bishia.
Now, Obana or J or Beman expense, no. So on also the who's your account, and where affecting no.
For instance, they say be I quite say bear money or bear share time be an abano on the time of fire phone or fire phone. Something that by any time be an or babbit fire phone. Everybody I say. According to science, about what timer you say ovulate. That is timer be money on each year ovulate mean because you beba. But be money because you be auto and spend the be a timba. Until no the attempt be a nya a juma or ban the unless it be a timer or no share, you know. It must be on no share without using any protection. And the who's a better out there because they also ovulating, you know, it might have something against her.
Okay.
And yes, I she wouldn't have any.
Now, in Yama, of this generation, your forefathers are more practicing polygamy in Yamana, of course, woman things.
No, to be honest with you, no. So, Osha, Teteno. You can't be a polygamous, or bones a member, no. The Bema back on you be a best of 4 5. A man in United chest, they will stay with this man till that kingdom come.
Okay.
But now, yes, I polygamy style now, honey, different. Or banning no members in them. What they say? They don't this time, no. And you're better one on your polygamous or marry a polygamous, but member. Until here's the case, say Bema back. And on a man 9 and a man a warrior. All these women can give birth within 1 month. Bema na huwa kwa. You can do that within a month. Omi na bit mat afefuno. But oba ain't many per 5 within 1 month. So that's one thing we should understand.
Okay.
And you know, a man in a chest will be a free nukunachi. Will be a chase, will be a good. Until this kind of energy doesn't have any effect.
Okay.
But now, no bear no when you're about ways on balance, you can make only be frakwada. And those days, why you're crying now? The men were not so much into say girlfriends. Almost about open no. But now they like a girlfriend here too many. And before no, they were never sensitive and difference above. First, and over to me at an say, and no, yere. I will my best of 4 5. But now when we say bed can see be and shed any hope. Those days I remember when we were growing up, Papa was full. They from yɛrɛ Saturday for yɛn Perfume Saturday but more no Perfume Saturday from Monday all the way till Saturday there be Perfume the Perfume no mo ba o mo to mo duane wa fom ho ma eja de yɛde soja ne bi fa yɛwodi bi o ma twetwe bi de abanya do ho man kan wo ho but de bibia o nti o mo ba bibia wo fie nti o beto bi ka bi a fish keto bi no makoto ato mo ne ba ko bi ato nkwa no madi nti o mo tete wa TV bi ani ho o mo tete wa na nkwa no kwa bi an hwehwe o mo nya de da so tete fo mo sa o nnuare mpo no akoda o nnuare mpo akoda but now no be man nka say hiya phone na yere nka say hiya phone they have television in the room they have to use electricity and many those days we are because na light burn ho okoto crazy to na ba ko say ya we you should be 1 month we dey go makani na nimo ebusu say na dey mu but say ohia light wo ebi kura be hia fan nti first no ho even though say it no na bibi twa na sika ho hia pa and need demand e wo nti ma sika ho be hia too much those days oba bia boniti oba tim betime busu tawe na ye fees am fan ho tuma ba ko betime fia ne sa but now it's not like that so oba ne ko person ten fie no yes de obehu social media ni nti no feel comfortable nti those days and some of these things na very rampant even though na bibi sa or even sika duro nye na na say those days they were but then say na everybody want to make it first about to be a sikania obi a ono bobra wo say wanyi kakra bi a 40-50 years bi ono wanyi wo de fie but na young guy 18 years no wo fie
na first sikedro no mo ye ne sen ebi so mo ka say first sikedro na ye sen and then rem sikedro
me hu ni sikedro bi na a demand for spiritual take for we be ano emwa
okay
and do na demand for moja
okay
yes any genuine bi ano ye oboa me na e wo sikedro boa me say wo ye wadwuma na person bi boa na adwuma ne tumpon eno no ye okay
okay
I mean wa ma bibi wa use nti obi beto ade like people come and buy your thing but sikedro dey different
by your boy maybe so also I say negative obi hu you say
oh yeah definitely
owo bi da obi aduane mu
eno nya boa me no eno ye sikedro no akwaje
okay
eno nya boa me ni na say me ton aduane me pesa man for ton aduane na mame and nti no whatever it is I beto aduane no yato engeze fa wo bi kokoto aduane na odase no 1 minute or sikedro no it's never like that eno ye sikedro ni pa na akwaje
okay
te say bia wako ba bi o se o madwuma me ye ni ma bi stock ese nipa meto ade ntimbe so oboa me na ye to ade ma me o se obi afa perfume kopetepete obi afa ade bi boho na attracting for me to ade ma and there's nothing wrong with it but sikedro ni de na menim say e demand for bibi sikedro bi a me menim no e demand for something kofa we bra I didn't dey no e be demand go to nipa ne sa no ma but those days na sika hu hia dan hia bebre say no tie ni say the make say obeko kuro ba kom the whole town nyina bi sika ni ba ko pe na okuro mo and everybody's okay with it to obi e pebo sia ne ho na obeko people were not feeling bad but now no obi e person yeye nti obi on wako school abi obese 24 years no ono car obeto no nye car ketwa ndi obi say na adwuma be na oyeye a otumi nya sika no it doesn't mean so obi bia wanya sika so no a bad way no fight because you see your cryptocurrency or stock trading or the young guys normally very smart and they're able to go there and make money and do things but do na ya no maybe omo ya ana bibi kakra wo those days no na enye hu se ne because they say sika ho be hia too much just imagine say young kra na tade ba ko betumi a ne bet 2 weeks and now ma me o ba hata to 2-3 days but you be do watem the ya sika ho be hia too much and getting money is not very easy. So people are using dubious means of making money. Some of them are very, very evil. And in saying what you have to be very careful. Now who see it because one way now you end up suffering. Yeah, because of some little enjoyment. Be now very fair. Be one.
Obey who say obi so you so sometimes na science no interest.
And then you bit me what him say na wawu. What him say na wawu. Okay. And in many times I am advise say obi bia te ho you must get something to protect yourself against some of these evil things.
Okay.
You see, and you'll be an bit many sunsumani, and you'll be an a clairvoyant, and you'll be an a third eye, and you'll be an a to me say be a me cover a bina beginning ya be a pemis a mention. But at least will be a bit me be a man of say at the bonny bicran air and I'll be a war huntino, engungusi. Just for instance, say, won't be that I say will be cover be or have a 4 car. Or 4 car na pe na obi aba se me na meto gini yayi na sifom ni bukura fu oni omoko me na me ni yayi na si kwa se ka na kwanya se da wonti bi da at times no ma bi a nchida bi edi echi ne ahobambo bi ye wo no se wo ko musuo bi mu a wona wote ka no ma yesi sifom na na mpese obi se woni ani ba bibi na pushi wa ye kan si abonten. So it happens. So what you do is say, oh, protection. Some of these things over here be making men can say kwada kokofa hookup. But na my home bambo bi a wonti. Over here na wakofo obi na nipa na tam hunsu ode kwa wonim. Ona mana na bag friend Victor ya koto gata mana bibi. No, I'm just saying something for you to understand. Oh, how bambo ti bibi betimi asi na it will not end up in a place about jeopardize your life. In life, I've been telling people say protection is very important.
Ahobambo I mean pendant. A pendant season I'll say you have sex, I won't find you over there protected.
Anyway, pendant because a divine object and any spiritual object be a one who divine. Anytime you meet a man or woman in bed, you have to remove it because that act is considered to be say and yes so pure, even though say something that is allowed by God. That at sea,
even if you are married,
they tell you say, "Who did dia? Na aduane wudi no, wa na wono waduane wudi ye. Uwie no wan woro sa, sa wonsa ye fima ko betima do wani meboa. E wa waduane ho. Sa anso na kokko wie obi aduane si di na wan woro sa, e betima do wani. Nti yes. Say ye wodi anya wodi ye no. There are normal essence way. Nti personally, I've said they say at least ubenya some herbal soap be. All the time she use.
Okay.
Yes, stay be a bathroom from time to time, not the big dry because there are things it's all cleansed. See, before, and we are very ancient people that believes in ancient culture. Cleansing is very important. I didn't know everybody must do that. For instance, from time to time, you can get some salt, put in water to bath. You can take the seawater, take some to bath. You must cleanse yourself because baby kono. Say that make obi kura ha no case be a so. Or ya de bi obi obani bi abese wade. There are people like that. Oh ya de bi o involve on penny yi. And until to now when you cleanse, when you protection, you end up taking a lot of troubles on yourself. And yes, pendant you might not be able to use pendant when you are meeting a woman or a man in bed, but a more protection. Say the mechano in life. So wahubamba. You don't necessarily have to see yourself.
Okay.
You must indirectly be protected. Something be bound one. Intimate ma. Just imagine say be making we your bema won't mean sure also. A Jamaica will say I say idea. But somehow no protection be one what P say nam okope hookup. Now I hookup be or no or pill be so who's idea. Because of the protection one because slow into me mail about no I'm not ready that kind of thing. Bibi. So in life, I think seeking for protection is very important. But you're very careful.
Okay.
How are you conducting, especially when it comes to sexual life? People should be very careful because now no matter cost is serious. People are doing things just to make money, and some of these ones at times in people and you're very clean. Until you wouldn't not get involved, you might end up having some troubles for yourself.
Protection, I'm to say you be or cry a motto yet it too. Into Obana Hona Obana yet all that good. I won't say Obama crown sorry.
There are a lot of things that people can do. A lot of things. I mean,
into protection now can my example be
no
aside they be a pendant.
No, like I told you, salt. Ubet me use ordinary salt. Yeah.
Okay.
So make a bring me three element herbs. Three element herbs for the good so Nigeria.
Okay.
Why with my quantity?
Okay.
When you are the good so share the see what's there. First part, no more yes, I know man. I'm to Germany so now pro. Over na the new way na bon can say kufagu. And because I have said go the me pro. You know. Now they are new modern spiritual people. No, you're mad. They're more say. You have na when you some Aruna perfume be the gum. Na scent womanize it nice. We to make gum so the dry. And to be like that you can do. But the whole thing is say maintenance is we are new. That's one thing I will tell everybody.
My bomb me bra ye. Me ya me sika genuinely. Me pese me ko worry. Me de hu so ba me ko worry ni. Sa case ni be ni na so.
And thing they be here say one case so protection no.
Okay.
Because see, they tell say any dem you no be awo. Yes. Me you no be adi hu na adi odi hu. But sum no. there are people so money no eburu mienu ana say mienu kwa na omuhu no ma bi editra de dodo na etimi ho nti wona a wote ho na ofidi am ato nsam wo sika kakra no be careful men transes akwa. There's something I've been telling people and say dodo na nyame boom no moto mu nsam a na ye mrante mabawa o ye modern word for ginania na obi bono hwe otim afie ne sika nyina asan wiye no afie ne hu sa ade bi ho no okochinchin so at this condition na wako bi nchen ani panse to be wato time na wo sika na wo sika anyhow. That was the right time for you to start moving around, get something to support yourself.
Say crab solve a spiritual problem cry sika.
Yes, things are very expensive. As of for ni even mummy sunsun dwo obi bia ni ho akwa ha e be easy sir, you must pay money. Nti wo pa afutu ni say nyame to nsam a don't wait till you encounter problems before you begin to look for support. Obi bia na wo ye correct business person no. You don't wait till when you have legal battles before to call lawyer. Obi bia na nyame ato nsam a wo ye correct person no. Won train enyare ansa na kase wo call doctor. When you are not sick, when you don't have any legal confrontation, that's the time you look for a lawyer friend be na na din komo so because majuma me ye no if you are legal issues between abomu but me lawyer be and can you be my lawyer? You negotiate with the person be a manly was kabema no and a yearly unya asema aka che ne pa onim de danti no wasoro no wadi wachi na wo twen ya na wo konya abanyama na ewie a waso ye hye no na se also kopel lawyer that time onim condition ti no obetima charge you sika bi ope
that time you are desperate into no sika
you are too desperate and into no said that obi a oye business person on train konya legal battles as na kopel lawyer obi a ono ye correct person okura ni sika na ntwen yare as na kopel doctor no nyame to nsema don't wait till when you encounter problem before you begin to seek for support. Get somebody obi to no bompaye obi a obi to mahwehwe no mu di ama. These things are very important.
According to Nana Ayebiafo Jnana, the highest form of enjoyment in the material world is sex life. Sex is never evil, but when you engage in sex with many partners, then it becomes serious. From sex, a lot of things can happen. If you are a man, try your best to control your sexual desires. Some men nowadays sell their own sperms for money, which is dangerous. The demand for money in our time is too much. Many people have so many ways of getting money. Anyways, not everyone who has money is evil. In life, protection is very important. From time to time, use some herbal soaps to bath to cleanse yourself from evil forces. Always seek for protection in everything you do because men are wicked. Don't wait until things get out of hand before you build connection with God. Thank you for your time. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. To become a member of Transformations, please do well to call the numbers displayed on your screen. Stay connected.